Hey guys, welcome back to the Objective-C tutorials, where today we're going to learn a little bit about local variables. Now in the previous tutorials we've kind of learned about more or less the instance variables and how to assign different values to those, so on and so forth. Well, today we're just going to briefly touch on local variables just so you guys have the knowledge to put these into your programs. Alright, so currently the tutorial that we're working through only has one instance variable. And if we go into the implementation, you'll see that we've actually synthesized that cleaning bill instance variable, and it's right now it's holding what the total bill that we want to send out, or the maids want to send us to clean our houses. Alright? So the major difference between an instance variable and a local variable is an instance variable is allowed to be called outside of what they call different methods. So it can be pulled into different methods that you create. Now I'm just going to go ahead and write in the, let's go in the billing method there. And what we're going to do is we're going to establish a simple local variable, and I'll show you kind of the difference here. So let's establish an integer called, we'll just put tax, because everyone's got to have a tax on their billing and stuff like that. So we're going to create this local variable just called tax, and we're going to set it equal to, well, in most cases you'd want to set it equal to like a percentage, and then you'd want to like calculate that out. But we're just going to put a flat tax of like $5 in there. Alright? So we've established our tax variable, local variable, because it's within this method here. And we are just going to interject that into our log here. So we're just going to write, and the tax is, put a $sign, and then we'll inject that local variable in here. So we're also going to put in the tax. Alright, so now if we run our program here, you'll see that we should get $130, and the tax is $5, because basically we're taking the instance variable that we set up previously for our cleaning bill, and then we're also adding and tacking on this local variable that we established of $5 right here. Now here's where I want to show you the major difference between the local variables and the instance variables that we set up earlier. Let's say if we go up here to this cleaning kitchen, which you see is just logging on the screen here as dang this grease is thick, and we want to put in that same thing, and the tax is, and then we're going to put in a $sign just because we want to make it look like it's $5, and then we're going to put in our placeholder of %i, so we're calling that that integer again. Put in what we want to point that integer to, which is our tax, and that is, right here. But you'll see we've got an error that pops up, and this particular error is saying, you'll see that it says it's the use of the undeclared identifier. So right now this method is trying to find where this tax integer is and can't find it because it's buried and it's a local variable to this method here. So does that make sense? Again, the local variables are can only be possessed within the method that you create them in. And so we can't actually write up here and try to pull that local variable because it's a local variable to this method. And so that's the major difference. The instance variables can be accessed throughout any kind of method. So up here we can do the same thing where we just bring in the cleaning bill, and you'll see that we don't have any more errors because the instance variable allows us to pull it in within multiple different methods there. So that's just a quick precursor to local variables. Again, you guys will find different uses within your programs to have local variables. Alright, so that's just a quick tidbit on local variables, and we'll be going into some other cool stuff here in the future tutorials. We will catch you guys in the next toot.